They're not the ones that come to mind. As coming to mind down here is a heal trade. And a strong...
When Karma's gone, you can just be so aggressive, so annoying, and you have Diable on your team. I think Smash and Career. I'm excited to see what's going to happen in mid lane between those two. As Clear's going on in, he's going to dodge the counter-strike. Either just kind of go for the Wolves, maybe? Okay, well, Lucid coming on in, going for an early gank, and Kellen just dies. First blood given over to Career, but it's still a kill. It's now Raptor going to try to get out of there, but yeah, not in a great spot himself. Flashes forward to try to get closer, and Raptor going to have to flash himself. Does spell shield from time to time. I don't think he should take it too personally from the first couple of games, but they need him to be playing good League of Legends. As Kellen, speaking of which, he's going to have to flash away. Career flashes forward as well, and Diable now is like, I've got an opportunity here, as barriers are going to be traded.
Yeah, Kellen gets his heal back online, so that's a little bit of extra health as they get the slow.
Slurkle comes in, Career in a lot of trouble, no sums. Couple more autos could do it, flash forward and Diable. You can see that Raptor's just itching, he wants to press it, and in he goes, in onto the Nami, and Career's like, what do I even do? I was playing carefully, as now Lucid gonna come in. They try to take down Raptor, but Raptor is so tanky, and Diable just runs him down, and even gonna push Smash back just a little bit for good measure, and wins the trade in a big way. Now we have Burst coming in. Showmaker wants to punish Vikla here, as the Q comes down, and Showmaker doesn't quite have the pressure. Kellen getting in, he wants the kill, but it goes over to Raptor instead, and Smash will follow eventually. Really, the only question is who picks this one up as the Q comes down, and actually, I think he does get it. And of course, if he had Flash, maybe he could bring him back, but he used it because he didn't expect the hide on Bush tech, I guess, once again. As now, here we got Diable flashing in, gonna get the Wild Growth on top, and Smash is like, God, I don't get to play the game.
I'm not 100% sure, but it looked like he was on a ward. He's gonna show up again right now, so they know where he is.
Yeah, and now they're just gonna try to turn this on to the Corki. You see that the Fear comes down, but they gotta deal with the Pantheon. Lucid doing a good job of frontlining. Flash comes forward as Showmaker wants to make the play, but Lucid goes down. As that will be the kill over to Raptor. Now the chase is on, onto Career. Flash forward, it's not gonna connect. And now Vikla being burst away. The Unleashed power comes in though, as, oh no, Diable oversteps. Not the first time, but that is massive for the side of DK. Vikla trying to get out. It looks like he barely will be able to.
To lurk here and find Smash.
I think
he was on a ward. Okay, not really two ways about it. D+ thanks for the freebie.
Showmaker just dies, and this is right before the Infernal Drake. Clear is being bopped a little bit, and actually the Infernal does.
Unfortunately, was a lot of errors from Career there on the bottom side. Now this is just Showmaker Lisa trying to rotate in. There was a control ward when that brush, so Showmaker didn't know exactly where anybody was. And Clear's just like, sorry, man.
I love that they've caught up in essentially every facet. And Vikla, once again, this time he's just going to face check, and guess who's here? It is indeed Lucid. Somehow Career gets that kill, as now they're going for the kill. Up on the top side, looks like once again Showmaker will meet his arch nemesis as Clear picks up another kill and gets him down. Shiu is going in, but that is Yunara.
And the lane
gonna force him to ult away.
Little sweet and spice, throw it all in a cauldron.
Dealing with the Yunara, so not having a great time.
Shiu, no, what's going on here?
Stir counterclockwise, I dream of you all night.
At the seams, and now the Herald's up here, and now we got the stun down on the Lucid. Tons goes into him, and Clear has the flank once again. 2 kills, the Herald, and Smash alone. Bubble is going to sail wide, and Smash once again tries to step up to Diable. The bubble, though, is gigantic. As we do see the follow-up tidal wave, though, it's going to keep him at bay, and just that. As Diable is just so powerful right now. We do see Lucid is here, and the flash!
Diable baits him! He baits him!
Oh, he's just styling all over DK right now, and Showmaker once again has to deal with these two. Once again dies to the... Back Here is Cassante, just gonna find Xiu, who's like, well, what's going on here in this bush? I've got a counter-strike that's not gonna do all too much against the Syndra. There's a lot of damage, a massive stun comes down, but the health bars are pretty low. Looking to engage now, Showmaker desperate for something, and Lucid just blown up immediately. And you see that the rest of the DK is just running away. In goes Raptor, flashes out there as the sleep comes in, but the damage is enough as Kellen says, I will collect the kill.
Okay, here in this best of 5 today.
BNK looking insane tonight, and now they're looking for Xiu as well, and they will pick up that kill. A bunch does go into clear, but he is the tank. And so at the end of the day, he will brush it off.
Not the fastest Baron, and they don't have a ton of control, so they're going to play a little bit more patiently as Diable has Flash.
Yeah, he is just not going to use it until the very end here, but Flash has come in from Lucid, and now Clear shows up, and he says, get away from my AD carry. And Diable is still alive, finally. We do see the spear come in, and Clear a little bit out of position. Now he's being burst, but he is going forward in BNK fashion, has the wild growth, and they say, no Lunara, no problem. And they will be able to take down Smash and eliminate the second AD carry from this fight. So now Xiu's like, huh, maybe I can do it. No, he's just gonna get stunned up. So we do see Raptor going on in. And I think they gotta get out of here. Stat, although we are gonna see Xiu going in, does land the double stun. And now Showmaker trying to get something done as Unstoppable will go clear. And finally, Vikla is going to show up to this one. And Xiu finally does get that kill on a Raptor, but eventually will bite the dust. So now we have the bubble coming in. Showmaker trying his best to make something of this series. But he's just going to get polymorphed and trying to follow up here. He's going to pick up a flash, but not quite able to land too much more.
Yeah, the blast need to be that scrappy. The lead here for BNK, though, is so big that I just don't know if it matters that D+ get these small victories in these longer exchanges.
Yeah, it's not enough, as you mentioned. Now we're going all out under the turn, and guess who's back? Back again, it is Nocturne to bring you the nightmares to any side laner, as Diable's just in it. I don't really know how he got here, but he is ready to fight, as he always is. Diable picks up.
No vision,
no
nothing.
idea. Showmaker might just die here. The power comes in, and he is just hiding in the jungle. And no longer will Zoe be alive for this Baron. Career as well might be in some trouble. Bubble does go down on a Vikla, but even the Wild Growth is there trying to save Vikla. He's running away from everybody, and nobody can deal with him. Career goes down, and Clear is behind enemy lines. BNK truly are off the rails now, as Vikla is back, decides to die.
And
yeah, I don't know.
Diable's making a statement.
Sometimes the most unexpected result is the one that happens. Diable is getting chunked out a little bit. Raptor getting flanked. He has to go forward. Doesn't really have any help from his team, though. Although on the bottom side of this one, Lucid getting shredded by this gigantic Lunara. As Diable is just running straight into them. Does not care at all. The flash forward from Kellen to save him. And Diable can do whatever he wants tonight. And he will do exactly that. Has the backing.
And that's exactly what happened as his teammates give him all the resources. Smash here, looking for something.
Yeah, and they're stopping the back at the same time. Career's just dead, that's fine, but like...
Vikla is gonna look for an angle.
No. Well, it's looking like death number 7 for the most popular guy in the arena. He was not able to put up the performance to back it up, as now the damage goes in on the smash, and that is Vikla's job.
That is just an everything gap between these squads. A Showmaker trying his best to make something of this. The bubble.
All right, there it is, the bubble, but everything is thrown into Diable to keep him alive, and even Showmaker trying, but does no damage. Another sleep bubble does come in at least, and that's about all they're gonna get. The knockback comes back on a Lucid. He gets stunned, and Diable looking for more, as Clear is going to pick up another kill and deny him any streak there. But the game is over, and BNK are just playing with their food. But they have done what they came here to do tonight, and that is to book their ticket to the grand finals tomorrow. Down goes Diable. He does